Hey gang, I just want to look at a couple specific examples just to make sure that we're doing okay on some of this dimensional analysis stuff. Just want to make sure you guys are successful. I know, crazy outside of the box thinking here a little bit. Let's take a look at number 2, just to highlight some of our dimensional analysis and metric conversions. So later your ship was discovered at 38 fathoms deep under the water. Convert this to meters. So just like if you're going to use Google Maps or MapQuest, you probably don't remember MapQuest, you need 2 pieces of information for any type of kind of a mapping system. You need to know where you're starting. And for us with these types of problems, it's always going to be our given. So in this problem, we actually were given, we know we were starting with 38 fathoms, and we need to, where's our question destination, convert this to question mark meters. So where are you starting? Where are you going? Cool. So now we can start to look for some equality statements that are going to let us change our units. If it helps you, put it over 1, doesn't change anything. Lets you know you're starting in the numerator. So we need to know something about fathoms. If you look up above, we know that 1 fathom, if you can fathom it, 1 fathom is equal to 6 feet. Great. Fathoms cancel, just the unit part. Numbers stay. Now we're into feet. Well, we're not quite there. Feet, meters, not what we're looking for. So we need to go a little further. If we're looking up above, really right now we're in the English system, right? With feet. We need to get into the metric system with our meters. If I'm looking up above, I think we've got that in our inches. We can get from 1 inch to centimeters, but right now we're in feet. Good news, we know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. The feet cancel here, we're into inches. And then we know that from up above, for every 1 inch, we've got 2.54 centimeters. All right, cool. We're super close. Now we just need to get from centimeters to meters. Well, good news, and this is why our metric system is so nice, it is all base 10. Remember that little saying? King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. We're trying to get from centimeters, our centi, to our meters, which isn't the far right. Far right here is millimeters. Meters is actually our base unit. So we need a conversion factor. And the good news is it's all powers of 10. I'm going to start with one of my bigger units here. I'm going to start with 1 meter. I'm going to figure out how many centimeters are in 1 meter. This is going to let me keep my numbers whole. Well, if I'm starting at my base, to get to centi, I got to go 2 hops to the right. I would do the same thing with my decimal to find that there are exactly 100 centimeters for every 1 meter. 100 centimeters goes on bottom. Our 1 meter would go on top. If I've done it right, the only unit I have left is the one I am looking for, meters. So now to solve, we would multiply the top, multiply the bottom, and then divide our numerator total by our denominator. Or in this case, we could have probably just multiply the whole top and divide by 100. Then we got to look for sig figs. Looks like we had 2 sig figs from our starting answer. Go ahead and round your final answer here to 2 sig figs as well. So really just want to highlight how we could get actually any metric conversion using this kind of King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. You can get any relationship using this kind of nomenclature or kind of this mnemonic device. Cool, a couple more examples I wanted to look at real quickly. If we drop down to number 7 real quick, I need to erase everything here and scroll my screen. I got to discard. Come on now. Come on, computer, work with me. Let's look at number 7. The island is rich in red hot chili peppers. You can collect 1.6 pecks a day. You can pick 1.6 pecks per day of chili peppers. How many liters could you collect in 1 week? Well, I think our question is here, right? Here at the end. How many liters, question mark liters, could you pick in 1 week? Okay, well, and the question is, what is this thing? What is this? Well, if we're reading it, the island is rich in peppers. That's great, not a question. You can collect in 1 day exactly 1.6 pecks of peppers. It is a sneaky conversion factor. This is going to let us get from days to an amount. Well, cool. I'm in weeks. I know that for every 1 week, there are 7 days. And now I know that per day, I can pick 1.6 pecks of peppers. Sorry, weeks cancel, days cancel. I'm into pecks. Pecks. I'm looking up above at my pecks. I know that there are 4 pecks in 32 quarts. 32 quarts. Pecks cancel them into quarts. And then my quarts will let me get me right to liters because I know it's 1.0567 quarts for every 1 liter from my table of conversion factors up above. Again, if you've done everything right, the only unit left is the one you're looking for. Everything here is going to cancel except for liters. If I'm looking at what was measured, it looks like the measured amount here was how many pecks per day I could pick, which was the 1.6. That was really the only number that was given here. We're saying in exactly 1 week. Everything else here is an exact conversion factor. So I would then go ahead and put 2 sig figs on my final answer here. Oops, hit the wrong button. That's not great. And so in our final answer here, we should round to 2 significant figures. And I wanted to compare this problem specifically with number 3 on the back. So number 3 is a twofer. Number 3 says the average high school student spends 330 minutes per day in a class, learning in a desk in a classroom. And now, again, this is pre-COVID. So this is back when we were going 5 days a week. How many hours per week is this? Now, this question is different because this is saying at the end of this problem, I want to know how many hours per week I'm in the classroom. Well, we were actually given a starting amount of 330 minutes per every 1 day. So this one's a little different because instead of this being a conversion factor, we actually have 2 sets of units we need to transfer. Heads or tails, it doesn't matter. Just for sake of simplicity, I'm going to do tails because I can. I want to cancel my day. And in order to cancel, they have to be opposite each other. I got to get into weeks. Well, good news for a typical high school class day prior to our kind of current situation, we are in school 5 days every 1 week. Days cancel. I got weeks in the denominator. Great. Now I just got to go back and take care of my minutes. It does not matter how far apart my units are. I need to cancel minutes. So I'm going to put it in the bottom. I'm trying to get into hours. I'm going to put that on top. Well, I know in 1 hour, there's exactly 60 minutes. I got minutes on bottom, minutes on top. And now, undo that, no, undo that, undo. There we go. Sorry, hitting buttons I'm not supposed to be hitting. And now the only units I have left in the numerator is hours, and the denominator is weeks. So now I know I've set it up correctly to solve for what I'm looking for. So for this one, we'd take 330 times 5, divide by 60, and get a final answer with 2 significant figures. I'll let you do the math. You guys can run the calculators now. We've got the problem set up and ready to get solved. Cool. So we're wrapping this up. If you got questions, feel free to email me. As always, keep doing great work. You guys are doing awesome. Hang in there.